Great, so let's start with the first bit. Obviously you're looking for 15 to get right, and then you can look at the rest. You've got more than enough time in the exam, so don't rush. Rather work carefully and use your calculator a lot, especially for the time value of money, because it saves time.
Okay.
First question is looking at simplification. That's mathematics. So depending on whether you like maths or don't like maths, you can start with this or you can skip it and come back to it. This isn't too bad. Okay, why? It's just fractions, right? So obviously if you've got brackets, brackets mean BODMAS.
Yes.
Okay, BODMAS means brackets of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. That's the order of operations. Okay, so I need to get rid of the bracket first. Right, I've got a mixed fraction there, so I need to get rid of that and I need to make it an improper fraction. Right, so I'm going to write down 4 over 3 plus brackets 1 over 3. Okay, 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus 8 is 29 over 7 minus 6 over 7. Okay, when I've got addition and subtraction, I can then drop this. I can drop that. Okay. Right, so now I'm just adding and subtracting. Okay, so looking at this, I've got like terms here, and I've got like terms there. So I could add those two together first. Alright, so 5 over 3, and then plus 29 minus 6, which is plus 23 over 7. Okay, then you would have to find a common denominator here. Common denominator would be 21. Right, so to get a 3 to 7, I'm going to times it by 7, so 35. Okay, then plus 7 times 3 is 21, so 3 times 23 is 69. Okay, so 69 plus 35 is yeah, let's check that. 35 plus 69 equals 104 is correct. Okay, so 104 over 21. Okay, that's not an option, so we need to convert it back to a mixed number. Okay, so 104 divided by 21 is 4.95, so it'll be 4. Okay, so 4 times 21, 21 times 4 is 84. So 104 minus 84 is 20, and then you'll have 20 over 21.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be an option 2. Okay, did you have to do all of that? No. If you've got this calculator, you can literally type that in as is into the calculator with brackets, and your Casio scientific calculator will even give you a fraction. You can get a decimal if you want to by pressing that button, up to you. But yeah, you can literally get the answer straight from the calculator. So I wouldn't even have done it mathematically. Okay, if you've got the financial calculator, it saves time. Right, you literally just type that in. Okay, but you've got to have this calculator, scientific. Okay, option 2.
I'm taking 2 calculators into the exam.
Yeah, you should always, just in case the one has a problem. Okay. Right, question 2. If x is the value, find the sum. Right, so that's easy. Right, all I need to do now is what? Substitute x in as 4. Do you agree? Because I'm looking at the value of the sum. Okay, so the sum means, that means this is what? The exponent. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so x is 4. So you're basically saying this. Sum I equals 0 to 3 for 5 plus root 4 to the I. That's basically what you're saying. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to make I 1 to 3. Okay, so I'm going to have 3 of these. I'm going to have 5 plus.
I thought that was an x.
No. Square root 4 to the 0. Okay, that's the first term. Then plus 5 plus square root 4 to the 1. Plus bracket 5 plus square root 4 squared plus 5 plus square root 4 to the 3, close brackets. Okay, so let's see what we get. Right, what is 4 to the 0? Anything to the 0 is 1. So 5 plus 5, root 1 is 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, root 4 is 2, so 2 plus 5 is 7. that would be root 4 is 16. Root 16 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. Okay, this one we need to work out. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Root 64 is what? Where's your root sign here?
The root sign is on this one.
It should be on this one as well. Sign? Where is it? Yeah, there's it. Shift root 64 equals 8. Okay, so 8 plus 5 is 13. Alright, so 13 plus 9 plus 7 plus 6 equals 35. Option 1. Okay, so you had to just interpret and solve. Right.
I can't see. I hope the exam looks better because I can't see this.
Yeah, it's very small.
I really thought that X is...
Your X is just the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Alright, question 7 says simplify. Alright, here you don't have a choice, you have to do mathematics because you've got an exponent with X. Okay, so if I'm multiplying with the same base, what do? I add the exponents. Okay, so 8x plus 3x.
8
okay, 2 to the 3x times 4 to the x plus 2. Okay, so that I can add. Right, but I need to convert this into a 2. Okay, so that'll be 2 to the 3 bracket 4x. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Over this, I can make a 2. So it'll be 2 to the 3x times 2 to the 2 times x plus 2. Okay, next step. This times that is 2 to the 12x over. This needs to be multiplied out. So this will be 2 to the 3x times, no brackets, times 2 to the 2x and plus 4. Okay. Right, multiply out.
Yes.
Right, so now I need to add up all of that. So that'll be 12x, 2 to the 12x, over, those I can add together. So 2 to the 5x plus 4. Okay, so now looking at this, I can take that to the top. Do you agree? Okay, because that's in the denominator, I can bring it to the top. And I can take this to the top as well. Okay, so basically this will be 2 to the 12x minus 5x minus 4, which is 2 to the 7x minus 4, which is option 3. Okay, option 3. Question 3, option 3.
I will just look at what you've done there.
Okay. Right, so it's just the mathematics around exponents. But see, that is something that you could maybe leave for the end. Okay, because, okay, see, some more. So, alright, so May, June 2016, lots of maths. Okay, here's some more maths. Right, so what do? I need to simplify that first. Okay, so it's all over 4, so that's simple. 4. Okay, 3x minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3 equals, how do I convert a 2 to a 4? Times it by 2. So times that by 2, times that by 2. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so that means denominator is the same here, denominator is the same there. That can go. Okay, so the numerator must be the same as the numerator. Okay, so 3x minus 3 minus 2 plus 10x equals 0. Actually, let's take that across.
Well, you can actually automatically take the x's to one side.
Yes. Okay, so plus 10x equals 2 plus 3. Okay, so that's 13x equals 5. X equals 5 over 13. Option 3. Right, question 5. John buys 160 mangoes for that price and sells the mangoes for that per dozen. The percentage profit rounded to the decimal place that he makes is, okay, so how many dozens do we have there? That's his cost. We need to work out his revenue. Okay, so let me type this out.
14.
Okay, profit equals revenue minus cost. Okay, so his profit is going to be his revenue. His revenue is 35 Rand a dozen. Okay, how many dozens is he selling? 6168 divided by 12. That gives you the number of dozens.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, minus the cost of 354. Okay. Right, 136 Rand is his, percentage profit. Okay, so we've got the profit. Okay, percentage profit, meaning divide by the cost to get the percentage. Okay, so how much percent profit did he make? This divided by the 354 which he spent. Okay, 38.41 times 100 gives you the percentage. Okay, so he made a 34.42% option 3 profit on his mango business. Okay, so he bought 168 mangoes at 354. Okay, he chose to split these mangoes into dozens. All right, so how many dozens did he sell? Well, that's the dozens that he sold.
It's 14 dozens.
Was it 14 dozens?
Yes.
Yes, so 14 dozen mangoes.
Yeah.
Okay, so he sold 14 boxes of 12 at 35 Rand a box. Okay, so that made a revenue amount. Revenue is 35 Rand times the number of boxes. And then minus the cost gave you the profit. So that's the profit he made. Okay, as a percentage of, you divide it by what he spent. His investment, basically. Okay, number 6. A test is administered with 10 long questions. Students are allowed to answer any 4 of the 10 questions. So that's easy. 10, choose 4. Okay, so 10, choose 4, 210. Option 1. Okay, on your calculator here, the C, there's there. Shift, there. Okay. See, now we're talking about easy questions. See, now that you would have done easily. Yeah. Okay, 7. A piece of timber is 160 centimeters long and is cut into 3 pieces in the ratio of 4:6:2. Okay, so 4:6:2. Okay, so that means I've got 12. Alright, so 4/12, 6/12, 2/12. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, they want to know what the length of all the timber is. That's easy. Okay, 360. Okay, so A, B, C. Okay, A is going to be that times 4/12. B is 6/12. C is 2/12. Okay, that gives you the total, which is 360. Alright, so A is 120, B is 180, C is 60, option 1. Is that good?
Yes.
Great. That's easy. That you should have probably gotten right.
Yes.
Okay, that wasn't challenging. Too difficult. Okay. Right, 8. Large company rents out 3 houses. Okay, so 3 houses. A, B, C. Okay, it charges rent of 2,500 more per month for the second house than the first. Okay, so the first is x. B is going to be x plus 2,500. The third house is rented out for 85% of the rent of the second house. So 0,85 of bracket x plus 2,500. Okay, that's what I've read. I've read it and I've made maths. Okay, but was vacant for 2 months for renovations. Okay, so vacant for 2 months. Okay, so occupied, 12 months, 12 months, 10 months. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. The yearly rent for all 3 houses is that. Okay, so total rent was 400372. Okay, if A and B are the monthly rents of the first, second, and third houses respectively, then, okay, so we need to work out this. Right, so we've got an equation here. Okay, so let's write down the equation. The total rent, the 400372, equals house 1. How many months did house 1 get rented out for?
12.
12 months. How much rent are you fetching on house 1? X. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. That's the first one. Plus. Okay, how many months are you renting out house B for?
12.
12. Times
X plus 2.
X plus 2500. Close brackets. Plus. How many months are you renting out house C for?
10.
10 months. Times brackets 0.85 times x, bracket, times x plus 2500. Close bracket, close bracket, close brackets. Okay, so let's simplify that. Okay, so house 1 is 12x, that's fine. House 2, 12 times x is 12x. What's 12 times 2,500? 12 times 2,500 is 30,000. 30,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm multiplying that in, multiplying that in. Okay, now this one I need to multiply in. Okay, I need to first I'm going to do it in 2 steps. Okay, so the first step would be get rid of this bracket. So that'll be x here. Okay, and then that. 0.85 times 2.5 is 0.2125. Okay, so I basically multiplied that out to get that. Okay, 8 times that is 0.5x, 8 times that is that. Okay, then I need to times that by 10. So copy next step. 10 times that would have been 8.5. 8,5. And then 8 times that by 8.
By 10. By 8.
By 10. Ooh, you're right. By 8. Divide by 8 times by 10. Yeah, 21250. Okay, good. Yeah, so multiply the 10 into it. That into that, that into that gives you that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so 10 times 0.85, 10 times that. Yes, that's correct so far. Right, now we just need to simplify. Okay, so copy. Okay, 12x plus 12x plus 8.5. 12 plus 12 plus 8.5 gives me 32.5x. Plus 30,000 plus 21250 equals 51,250. Does that make sense? Okay. Add those x's together, add those numbers together. Okay, now take that across. 400,372 less 51,250 equals 32,5x. Okay, solve for x now. Alright, so x will be equal to 400,372 less 51,250 close brackets, divide by 32,5 gives you that. That's x.
So it's one extra 0 there.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Right, so that means A's rent is x, which is that. B's rent is that plus 2,500.
Yeah.
And C's rent is 0.85 of B. So that times 0.85. Okay, so which option? Option 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so long question, but not that bad. Just lots of maths. Okay, this one had lots of maths. I mean, I'm looking at this now, straight line. Okay, so depending on how good your maths is, this would have been easy or difficult depending. Okay, so slope of the line, passing through 2 points, that's easy. Okay, obviously I want m. Okay, what is m? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so to work out the gradient here, I'm going to use that as my x2. So I'm going to use bracket. The y there is 3,4 or 3 over 4. 3 divided by 4 minus 1 divided by 3, close brackets, divided by open brackets. 2 minus a half, 0.5. Or let's just put 1 divided by 2. It's easier. Close bracket equals. Alright, you plug that into your calculator. Calculator gives you an m of 0.2777. What did they want here? Oh, they wanted the a. Okay, 0.2177 I'm going to have to make into a fraction. So let's do the fraction, the maths then. Okay, so we're going to need maths here again, unfortunately. Alright, so here I've got a third. I'm going to make everything over. I think let me rather write this down just over here. I want to take that 3 over 4 minus 1 over 3 divided by 2 minus 1 over 2. Okay, equals. Alright, so what is that going to be? That will be a 12. Okay, so 4 times 3, 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 1 times 4, 4. 2 minus a half is 1.5. Okay, so that gives you 5 over 12 divided by, that will be 3 over 2. Okay, then you need to multiply. So 5 over 12 times 2 over 3. Okay, cancel, cancel. 2 goes into 12 6 times. Okay, 5 over 18. Option 3. Okay, and on your you can actually do this on your calculator. Because look, 5 over 18, 5 divided by 18 is, as a decimal, 0.27. Okay. Alright, there, 0.27. So Excel gave me that answer, but Excel can't give me a fraction. So then I have to use maths. Okay, there's the maths. Alright. Okay, option 3. Okay, question 10. Consider the system of inequalities. When using substitution to solve the system of inequalities, the result of substituting the x of the second equation into the x value of the first. Okay, so here, x value of the second into the first. That's what they said. Okay, so 2x minus y minus 3. Okay, I need to make x the subject. So 2x equals y minus 3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, then divide everything by 2. So x equals y minus 3 divided by 2. Right, now they're saying take that and put that into equation 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. 3 brackets minus 2y equals 4. Okay, so times that by 3, 3y minus 9 over 2 minus 2y over, no, equals 4. Okay, what do they want this as? Okay, so they want y equals something, an equation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep everything on this side. I'm going to times everything by 2 to get rid of the denominator. Okay, so 3y minus 9 times that by 2 is minus 4y times that by 2 is 8. Okay, 3y minus 4y is minus y equals minus 9 goes across, becomes plus 9, so equals 17. Okay, so y equals minus 17. Y equals minus 17. No, not there. Is there another option? 3y minus 4y minus 9. Okay, there's the 9 there, so maybe that's one. Let's check. Okay, so let me just write this in a different notation. Okay, this could be written as minus y minus 9 equals 8. Does that look the same? Minus y plus 9 equals 8. No, that one's also wrong. So that one's wrong. This one, minus 9 minus y. Minus 9 minus y equals 8. Yes, that one's right there. Okay. Yeah. So you have to just look for the right option. Option 2. Okay, there's it. They're just written in a different notation. Okay, option 2. That was question 10, hey?
Yes.
Perfect.